Hi, I'm Ed from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to another Tem Talk Tuesday. Hi, welcome back. Tell me something, can the tarot help you find love? I know this is a question that so many people who come in for a reading actually ask. When am I going to find love? When am I going to find a partner? Will I get married? Will I find a boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. I'm in two minds about this. I don't believe that the tarot can say, yes, you're going to meet a tall, dark stranger and he's going to sweep you off your feet and he's going to carry you away like Prince Charming on his horse. No, I don't believe that the tarot can do that. I also don't believe that the tarot can answer that question definitively. There are some questions that the tarot can answer absolutely definitively. You can use the tarot for yes or no questions, but that particular yes or no question is a complicated one because I don't believe that the cards can tell you you're going to fall in love and you're going to get married and you're going to have 3 children. I don't believe the cards can do that, and I don't believe the cards can help that happen. I believe the cards, as you know, the cards are simply a map. The reading that you get is a map. And that map will allow you to choose which route you go to. There are many routes on that map. And the map is simply a way for you to see the different routes to different outcomes. That is what a tarot reading is. So no, I don't believe that a tarot reading can help you find love. What can help you find love? Well, you can help yourself find love. A lot of people, when they ask that question, I believe that they already know the answer is no, the tarot can't find you love. Do you see what I'm saying? Most people are picky. We have an idea in our head of what we regard as love, or we regard as a relationship. We have this rose-tinted kind of idea of what it is. Very few of us, when we speak of love, I'm talking about an erotic, sexual husband, boyfriend, that kind of love. I think we all have a very skewed idea of what that is. When you say, "Oh, I'm in love with this guy," or "I'm in love with this girl," you don't see her in the kitchen with an apron on, 2 snot-nosed kids running around, toys everywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't see that. You see the beautiful, glamorous girl who is posting pictures on Instagram and who is presenting herself in the absolute best light, as you are. That is your idea of this feeling that you have of love. And unfortunately, what happens often with readings about love is that the tarot will tell you to your face which of the different roads you can take. It will tell you that if you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to end up with those snotty-nosed kids. If you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to perhaps end up, no, you're not going to end up with that person. Or if you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to end up with that person, but something else is going to happen. That is what the tarot can do. It's not going to tell you, yes, you're going to be married to that blonde, or yes, you're going to have a relationship with that gorgeous Greek god that you met on the trip to Athens. Okay, that's not what the tarot does. And as I said to you, we overlay the reading with our own expectation and our own idea of what love actually is. Love, there's a great song by Pink, and I know a lot of you don't like Pink, but there's a great song by Pink, and I think she says something like, love is sweaty, love is smelly, love is, all these things that we don't think love is. We don't realize that love is sweaty and love can be smelly, and love is not about what you imagine. Love is not about the physical. Love is not about the tangible. All right, love is an emotional response to perhaps chemicals, pheromones. Love is it is a physical response. Love that you call love is a physical response. You know that, like the butterflies in the stomach and the excitement when you see your loved one or your paramour, as they say. That, like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see them. Like, even if you're sitting across the classroom and you kind of don't want to look, and you look and you're like, oh my God. Okay, for my younger viewers, or even for my older viewers who can remember those days of sort of young love, it's a physical reaction, but it wears off. Okay, it wears off. You know this, I know this, it wears off. So what is left? Will the tarot be able to tell you what is left after that initial buzz? I don't think it can, but I think it can point you in a direction that you can take to perhaps make a decent choice. As I said earlier, we are very picky. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had a client many years ago who she would have many boyfriends. 1 week she would have George, and 3 weeks later she'd have Eric, and 2 months later there'd be Jonathan. And the one day I said to her, I said, Betty, call her Betty, Betty, you go through so many men, like what the hell, and she said, look, I know, I seem like such a slut. She said, but these guys aren't like for me. There's always something wrong with them. And I said to her, well, like what? Anyway, cut a long story short, the one guy, let's call him Jonathan, he was such a nice guy. I actually met him, such a nice guy, paid massive amounts of attention to her. She was in love with him until he took his shoes off. No, his feet did not stink, okay? But his big toe and the toe next to his big toe were the same length, same height. So he had all his toes, and then his big toe and his other toe were, see my fingers are short, they were like, I can't do it. They were like that, they were the same length. And she broke up with him because his toes were the same size, 2 of his toes. But a week before, she was totally in love with this man, besotted, butterflies in her stomach. Do you think that the tarot could have warned her about the man's toes? No, they couldn't. It couldn't, okay? But the point I want to make here with the story is that we're very picky. A lot of us are very picky. And I think that has to do with the fact that perhaps we are not ready to fall in love, okay? And that the tarot will show you. The tarot will say to you, no, sweetie, you're not ready to fall in love. You have to do X, Y, and Z before love will come to you, or before you will get involved with someone. You have to work on yourself. You are not ready. And I've done this reading for many people. You are not ready for love. So can the tarot tell you you're going to find love? Can the tarot help you find love? No, I don't believe that. But can the tarot tell you you need to work on stuff so that you can find love? Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I believe in that 100%. So, what do you think? Comment below. Do you think that the tarot can help you find love? Or do you think that it can't, and it will just point you in a direction that you can kind of use to work on yourself so that love comes to you? That's quite a good one. Will the tarot help you find love, or will the tarot help love find you? I kind of like that. I made that one up right immediately, just right here, right now. I think it's quite good. Okay, comment below. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. I'll see you next Tuesday for some more 10 Talk.